I love the fucking the 24-year-old isn't really a joke. You're just pretty much bragging.
Yeah,
about
you're
that.
bragging what drugs you do and that you fuck.
There wasn't even a punchline anywhere near that thing.
I heard weed, cocaine.
Yeah, but you segue into the part that actually has a punchline, which is I once made out with a 70. Like that's actually a restart to a whole another joke. I mean, you turned it into a segue. You made it appear that way, but in reality, you did two jokes. One about hooking up with a 24-year-old that wasn't a joke, and then you talked about the 70-year-old. And the misdirect on that, if I caught it right, it was that it was a guy, right? And
That was
you
the
had done
misdirect.
ecstasy, and that you were actually doing cocaine or something
The
like that. right?
24-year-old, the 54-year-old were
you made
totally
out-
true. That the 70-year-old was totally made up.
The old male-female
Well, that was
switch.
that's what I was going to ask you about. The one thing that I thought of in it was, what was it like making out with the 70-year-old?
I don't know.
Wow.
Can I add some? Can I focus
Yeah.
on the positive? Great
That was
storyteller.
positive. Thank you.
He made it visual. He told it with confidence, likability. I wasn't a fan of the bait and switch kind of. It's been done before at the end, but I kind of liked where you're going with.
It was my first joke.
I kind of like how you're going with the 43-year-old with the 24-year-old. It's an interesting story. Smoking the pot, selling the pot. You're likable. I would say keep doing it. But watch those kind of jokes at the end. The the switcheroo. They're good basic jokes, I guess. You could do those on the road. That's something you could do on the road. But
Now,
go ahead, Tony.
When you hooked up with the 24-year-old, you said that you blew smoke in her mouth, and that's how.
She asked me to blow a hit in her mouth, and I was like, okay. So I blew one hit of my sledgehammer in her mouth. And
How
then
long did you talk to this girl for before?
She spent the night before we smoked the herb.
How?
So this was the morning after.
Yeah, but we didn't have sex. She took a bath and
Bath.
Was
and
this,
I read
was this homeless?
I read Friedrich Nietzsche's Beyond Good and Evil to her.
So she was homeless.
How?
She was not. No.
How-
She was not homeless. No.
How fat was she?
Muggs,
Oh,
how
why does
fat
it get
was
quiet?
she?
Why does it get quiet on that? She was hefty. There you go.
There you go.
Definitely.
That changes the story. That's one of the worst jokes ever.
What? Hey, he loved too. What are you talking
He
about?
built it up like she was hot. And if you think about it,
Everybody settle down.
she was
Just relax.
fat with rosacea.
Brody.
And those are fixable offenses.
Right. How fat was she? Like, was the bath your idea after you smelled her? Or?
Oh, Tony, you took it to another level.
Oh, come on.
She wasn't that
Smelled her?
hefty.
Everybody-
She wasn't
Brody,
that
settle
hefty. Hey,
down.
I don't mind BBWs as long as they have a pretty face. I thought her face.
All right, good enough.
Wait a second.
bother me.
How did the bath come up? When did she how did she drop that on you? Like, hey, can I take a bath at your house? Because for people that are just listening to the audio right now, like, what would you say Jem looks like, Brody?
Jim, he looks like
I'll let you say because people say I'm too mean when
He's
I do it.
truly outrageous.
No, Jim, he looks like a guy, long hair, kind of like a Tommy Chong vibe.
I'll take that.
I like it, like a smart guy. Yes, smokes pot. Has been around, hung out in San Francisco, maybe in the early '70s, mid '70s,
Early 90s.
late '70s,
Early 90s.
Yeah, you're my age.
Early
but
90s.
you're an old soul.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You act older than you are, and that makes being with the 24-year-old even more of a turn on.
Oh God, it was awesome. It was
I'm
brilliant.
I'm glad
By the
she
way,
was big.
you gotta.
it was nice. It was
24 is too old for me.
She did. It was great.
Oh,
She was
Brian,
on
you
top.
sicko!
No, I'm
You
being
son
honest.
of a
That's
bitch.
like marriage
True.
girl.
Yeah, to me-
24 is marriage girl. Like,
me-
all right, she's learned her lessons.
To Brian and I, 24 makes you a cougar.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll go to Brazil and do a 16-year-old.
You need to go
got
younger for the
it.
joke
Push it
face.
to the limit.
Jem, the joke is really, I feel like you have to reveal that it's a bigger girl and that she took a bath. The first thing was that, I mean,
I only
But
had
you
a
only
minute.
had a minute,
I only had a
Tony.
minute. I was wanting to make sure I got into the
but
7-year-old.
you
That
said
was
he went
the
to a
joke.
misdirect, Brody. Will you settle down? Just relax,
Damn.
Brody.
Oh, I get it. I'm getting attacked.
Just be comfortable.
Please don't touch me.
I know he has
Don't touch me.
I know he has a minute, Brody, but he went into a totally different story instead of talking about fuck. He needs punchlines for the 24-year-old.
He's to punch a 24-year-old?
Yeah, first I think you need to make
bastard.
I think you need to make it 19 or 18. Just say 19. 19's a nice number. It rolls off the tongue nice.
19's good.
It
19.
feels better on the tongue than a 24-year-old.
20, yeah, exactly. Very good. 19 is good.
19 better than the
Yeah,
24.
make it
Yes.
creepier.
Just switch it.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
Do you, do you live by
All right,
yourself,
19.
Jem?
What?
You live by yourself?
Me and my dog.
Oh, nice.
Of course he does. I
Curly.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Make it a snake.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Thank you,
That's
guys.
Jim, everybody.
Jem,